Deadeye, hello. Welcome on in. And redeeming first. Look at you. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Hope all is well. How am I? I'm doing well. Had a busy day. I'm doing well. Hello, D Clark. Hello, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Doing pretty good overall. I'll be honest, another eye-opening moment here. I opened up the solo world and it's just every time we load this world up, it's an eye-opener sometimes. How much we've gotten done. And I'm beyond happy with what we did do last week in it. We finally got an idea on how to terraform, how to make like a custom plains biome, which if you really think about it is a very it just doesn't make sense. How do you make something that's supposed to be plain custom? And I'm really happy with what we have at the moment. I'll show you in a minute. And then I just loading up my world here. I just opened it here for stream, and man, I really love my world. I say this all the time, but I do. I hope you two are doing well. It's great seeing you. Good to have you back, D. Clark. You were missed last week. You have quite the world built slash building. It is quite the world. I'm doing good. Glad to be home. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad. And
Sorry I
Mongoose.
missed game night, but you know, natural disaster and shit.
Oh my, you're down all the. Oh my goodness. I hope you're doing all right there, Mongoose. I didn't realize you were down towards that Florida area. Thank you for the 9-month resub. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing all right. And no worries about missing game night. I did think of you, Mongoose. There was a point in the game night, like when we were starting, I was like, I feel like we're missing someone. I was like, I know there was supposed to be one more. I was like, it's Mongoose. I was like, usually he pops on in when he says he's able. Still no power. I'm in WNC. I feel like I should know that. West North Carolina. I hit harder than Florida. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I miss playing Minecraft too. Crazy what this game does to you. This game is it's something else. It's amazing. Also, I got news for you guys. We might load up the server a little bit because I gotta I'm so happy. We did a demo playthrough of my game I've been working on the server, and man, did it go well. I mean, it's not done. The game is not done, but the I did it with Lige, Laura, and Hannah, so it was just four of us. But it was so much fun. So I just come on. I just now got my three. We won't be going over the redstone unless people wanted. But well, there's a little more redstone that I might go look at. Um, but yeah. Like whole towns are just gone now. It's terrible. I'm glad you seem to be doing all right though, just out power. And there's another one coming. It's terrible. On the flip side, turning fall time up here in the Midwest. Trees are turning beautiful colors. Yeah. I saw the extra redstone. No. That's you're so far behind, D. Clark. You don't even understand. Um, the entire everyone's behind. The amount of hours I put into my game last weekend, I don't think I've ever put that amount of hours into Minecraft in years in such a short period of time. Since like COVID, probably. So many helicopters, honestly, like a war zone here. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Well, I hope stream can take your mind off all that a little bit, if possible. Look at this view, by the way. So this is what I was talking about. We did a little bit of so many buttons. Did a little bit. This is what I kind of came up with for terraforming the for my plains biome. We made a little custom tree, which we might move it. Just did it on the fly. I'm actually really happy with it. For like, I don't think I could go too much smaller. I could go like thinner with it and taller, but not too much smaller for just a normal tree. Well, this is kind of what we came up with. We got some like just moss patches for variation with grass, and then I added some like dirt patches where everything gets a little bit shorter. It's I don't know, just a little dead patch in the weeds. And then a few boulders around is what we kind of went for, and then some thicker bushes with leaves. And I really think it came together. I'm really happy with it. Coming looking back at it, I've never really went like this much with just the grass and ferns. I don't know. While I was the only way in, I come to covered the whole week I missed of work. That's a good company. Good on them. I tried to make a tree stump, and I don't know if I really succeeded in it, but this is kind of what we went. We got like a tree stump here, and then like the rest of the tree is fallen here, and it's just kind of decayed into the ground. I don't know. Not felt the best since this morning, so I'm going to say good night now. Oh, sounds good there, Demon Kitten. I know you usually lurk for a good hour or so, but you get some rest if you're not feeling the best. It's good seeing you as always. Hope you feel better tomorrow. I wasn't sure where Cinnamon was, and then I look back and she's down under the desk. Drink some water. Do I gotta drink water? I also have tea here. I'll drink some water. Thanks for the hydrate. You drink some water by the sounds of it. Sounds like you need it. Yeah, you're Nightbot. Okay, I will say this. The buttons, they're growing on me. I particularly like them with the boulders. I've had some juice. You should be having water. Water is amazing. It cures all. Not actually, but it doesn't hurt. Usually. I don't know. What do you think of this approach, D. Clark? I know you're usually on the more detailed oriented side of Minecraft, I'd say. You've made some good builds, I know. I've seen them. Hello, cat dog. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Water tastes like bleach to me. Ugh. All right, fair enough. You can have some juice. You're doing good, cat dog. That's good to hear. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Oh, and then well, maybe we'll wait till later till a few more people pop on in. But I wouldn't mind going over my the game I've been working on. I absolutely love the outcome of it after doing just a little test run with it. I have no idea what I want to do. I'll be honest. It's part of my brain's everywhere today. Oh, yes. I did have something in mind. I wanted to make a really fast crafter. Might just be a temp thing that I set up here. Do I have any? I do. Um, I just want to test something. Ah. Um. Okay, it breaks. Just curious. That works for that purpose, I guess. See, what we need to do is figure out a way to, like, set up a line of crafters so it could craft 64 of something every second. Just for stuff like this. Wonder how laggy that would be. You're out of control. I mean, I'm not gonna design that right now, but if I was able to find like a sleek way of doing that, it would be faster than me crafting it myself. And then all I gotta do, place the shulker box or put it in a chest, empties out, and then I get it back by the time I, like, look down here. Like, in 30 seconds, I'd have a full chest. Be kind of cool. See, what I need to do is just hook up a shulker box unloader. And, like, all of this stuff that I just have piled up of materials that just I'd never get around to crafting because I don't have the time to, nor do I need to. I'm just go stick it in a machine like this. It just auto crafts it all for me. Be handy. Yeah, we'll leave that there. It's something I've been meaning to do since I've started the messing around with crafters. It would be handy. Be quite the thing. There. You want to see the game, D-Clark? I don't think anyone's on, no. This is where the game's at on the server. It is playable at the moment. It's not done. Doesn't have all the features. But we did a test run of it this last weekend. On Sunday. We played it on Sunday night. It was a lot of fun. I hadn't had that much fun with PvP in Minecraft in a long time. I just built some flower farms so I could stock up on dye. I'm getting obsessed with making banners. Oh, really? Oh, do you have like a certain banner? Like you're just making all sorts of different banner designs? The one thing I noticed, and I just kind of forgot about it, is this line of sight right here is one thing I noticed. Nobody else really noticed it. But this line of sight shouldn't be open. I had meant to build like a tree here, and I just never got around to it, and then I completely forgotten about it till we did a test run of the game. So that was a good reminder. This line of sight shouldn't be that open. It should be more like this one, where there's a rock here. So then it gives the team a little more ground to be able to get closer to the center. I had noticed whoever was on, like, that would come from this side just couldn't make any ground, and they would just get peppered with arrows. That and nobody did the parkour. I did it once off the bat. I successfully did it off the bat. And then I failed it once and I stopped doing it. Because it just wasn't worth the chance of failing. And then I know Lige did it once. So I made it a little bit easier. This jump in particular. We'll see if people do it. We'll see if someone flips a trapdoor more specifically. And then added flags to both sides. It's kind of cool. There's still more to come. The map's not done. This is as far as I had gotten on it. My girlfriend currently believes I'm asleep, so if any of my kids are here, shush. Hello, Vows. How are you? And then, moving on. So the way you enter the game, there's just the two sides, right here and right here. Nothing fancy at the moment. I rushed to finish this game so we could do a test run of it. And at the moment, there's just these rooms here. And I plan to make these bigger. I want to make it at least for four-player teams. So they're gonna 2 more beds, 2 more armor stations. But essentially, if you look here, yeah, drop everything. What you do, you set your spawn, and then you go and get equipped. And you instantly get equipped with the armor, a sword, a bow, and an arrow. If you want to put your stuff in a certain slot like I do, then you do that, and then you would simply go up the water and enter the game. That mechanic's not gonna really change, but I just like, it's one of those things where I kind of winged it on the redstone for it. It worked. All of this redstone under an actual round of playing didn't break. And it works in the end. There's more to come to it, but none of it broke. Ah, I'm just really happy with this game. Bells, I was driving home on Saturday and saw a sign that said Bells Road. I was gonna swipe it for you. It's so cool, D. Clark. No theft, though. Have a job now, by the way? You do? Oh, there you go. And thank you for the hydrate. Put all this stuff back. Everything has cursive vanishing on it, which makes the game way smoother to play. This game went perfect. Whoops. An arrow's dispensed at the bottom. The arrow didn't, I didn't put any sort of special copper connected to the arrow since you only need one. And my goodness, I don't think it took so long to get all that armor. I got more of it over here. I made shulkers upon shulkers of armor. That's potions. But I have so much stuff made for this game. And this was only a fifth of how much I want to make. And essentially, we only put 2 shulkers into each of the armor stations when we did the demo. And I think the most someone went through was 28 sets of it. So they died 28 times out of the 54 that was in it. So I don't think we'll ever have someone run out of armor during the game, unless 2 people are using the same armor station. I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to add to this. Not today, though. Today's solo world. Mess around on there. I've worked 3 shifts in total. I'll be working 2 more this week, and 1 on Saturday, and on your birthday. What the heck? You can't work on your birthday. I don't even do anything for my birthday, but I always take the day off. What? Philippe went to bed from 11 to 3. Been up since. But let's get some sleep. Maybe one of these days, if I ever finish that game fully, which I hope so. I still have energy to finish it. Maybe we could find a way to get a few more people whitelisted and we could do a huge round of it. I know I had asked Hannah later on in that night after we were all done playing games. I was like, so what do you kind of think of the PvP game? And she doesn't like PvP very much, but she had a lot of fun, I know. Been up since 5 to 10 p.m. Bells, why don't you have a normal sleeping schedule? At least semi-normal. You work till 10? It's fair. Gotta eat and shower. Yeah, that's fair. Sounds like you're busy. Nap time? Should be bedtime. At least I know D. Clark has a normal sleep schedule. Someone does. Around here. It's coming that time of year where it's starting to get a little bit cooler and gaming is a lot more inviting instead of wanting to try and get outside. I don't think it's always, I mean, I now visually see the stats on Twitch. I've been doing this for what, 3 years? Almost. No, 3 years. About 3 years. I can visually see the stats on Twitch since it can save all that, and I see just the difference during the winter months of how many more hours I throw into gaming. It's funny. And I always think back, it's always around those winter months is when I get the most work done in my solo world. Which is funny, I'm pretty sure this world started in around December. I have the date, it's in December. So it's kind of funny that it's always around that time is when the most gets done. It's also really crazy to think that I mean, what was it? It feels very odd thinking that I had only been in this world for 2 years before, or not 2 years, 2 months before starting this project. Just doesn't sound right. I think it is. Ah. Yeah. In a class for a fire life safety educator. I need it for a promotion in the future, and the slideshow is 110 slides for chapter one. It's a lot of slides. There better be some just picture slides. To be fair, though, anytime you do any sort of like PowerPoint thing, you never expect it to be as many slides as it is, and then when you start going through it, it really doesn't take that long. It's ridiculous. 100 is a lot, though, I must say. Definitely not looking at them all. uh, you're like, I just saved the person. Isn't that all I need? I saved them. Ta-da! All is well. You're going for a promotion? Or is this just more of like opening the door to a promotion? Can't go for it for 2 more years, but I want this out of the way. It's the only thing that would hold me back. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, you'll appreciate your past self getting it out of the way. Do it while you can, before life throws a curveball, that's for sure. Oh, I don't know if we have clouds now as well in my world. If you guys weren't here last week, I have clouds. They kind of look cool. Added to the list of mods. I haven't had clouds in Minecraft in years. In case you didn't know. Honestly, years. Probably, oh, 8 years. Ah. Oh, I always accidentally do that. Apparently, I'm not in a talking mood. Sometimes I'm not. I've done enough talking today, to be fair. It's a productive day. We're just gonna, relax while terraforming here. Right? We're all here just to relax after an end of the day. Best viewers. Who'd you add? So confusing. Haven't seen that one. Or they evolved. Again. I don't even know how many bots I get now with messages like that. There's been so many that Twitch has just caught that don't get sent in chat, and I just ban them. Like, I see them. I don't even know how many. That's the second one this stream. You guys didn't see the first one. Then I think last Friday we had it had been getting near 10 bots that came in and got banned. At least I don't have to ban people. I don't remember the last time I actually banned a real person. It's been ages since we've had an actual just troll in here. Usually I'm able to talk him down. It's like, what are you doing? And someone comes in just to try and troll him. So what are you doing with your life? Just take a step back. Are you doing all right? It's kind of how we approach it. Been a long time since we've had anyone come in to try and troll. I mean, beyond you usuals that are always messing with me. Maybe they've just gotten tired. The usual trolls on the internet. Oh. We had one message recently that was just a random out-of-pocket message. Didn't make any sense. I just moved past it. The person never sent another message. I don't know. It's like if someone does troll like that, they get no reaction, they just move on right away. Maybe Twitch isn't recommending me anymore. It's gotta be it, right? I don't think so. We've had some new people pop in and out. Yeah. Then there's you guys, the crazies, that just continue watching me after hours and upon hours. And what? Some of you guys have been here for 3 years? Entire time? What got you so interested? What did I do at that point in time that kept you around? Why are you still around? I mean, I do appreciate you sticking around, though. We've been on this consistent. We've been probably doing probably more than one stream a week on average. There's been a few weeks where we haven't done more than one stream, but we've been doing at least a stream a week. It's coming up on 2 years now in a couple months. You guys still get excited about streams? Like, oh man, Thad streaming? I gotta go put that on and listen. It's like, I know I have some people that'll pop in from time to time and be like, I wonder what he's up to, you know? And that guy had something crazy going on. I'll have people pop in like that every once in a while. Just to see what's new, and usually there's new things by then. I love when Thad streams. Put a period at the end. I know you usually just type that way, but I appreciate it, D. Clark. On a Discord call, slightly distracted also. You're fine, you're fine. I'm just saying what comes to mind. Like usual. Hello, Aaron. Welcome on in. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I mean, there's a reason why streamers usually just have VIPs in their chat. It's because those are the people that earned the VIP and are coming back for consistent streams. That's why they're VIP. So tired, but otherwise goodish, I guess. We'll take goodish, right? I'm sorry to hear you're tired, though. Sounds like you're gonna have a nice rest tonight. Drove to a nearby city to drive for work last night. So much driving, I would not be able to do it. Sure, I will. Oh, you don't sleep well? Oh, Aaron, we did a demo run of my game I've been working on, the King of the Hill game. It went amazing. I'm still just smiling ear to ear whenever I think about it. Don't think I've had that much fun with PvP in ages. I don't say that too often anymore. After Donk Dabs kept pointing out. In an age. Lana, hello there. How are you? Still without internet, I'm assuming? Sadly. Now I get off 9:30ish, grab dinner on the way home. Sorry, good service workers. I know. It's too close. I'm a shower, so it's before some sleep. Like midnight at least, if not what, and then early. Oh, okay. There's not many other things that add up to just the pure defeat of knowing that you gotta take care of yourself and it's already so late in the night and you're like, I still should probably eat a dinner, I gotta shower, and then I still have to wake up and go on the next day. You're just dead tired. Those nights are always something else. Well, that's cool. I would love to push you into the lava sometime. I don't think anyone actually got pushed into the lava. I did fall into it though, doing the parkour once. Then I stopped doing the parkour because it was a waste of time if I had fallen in yet. Exactly. Time to change that. I know. It's definitely possible. I almost had Lige or Hannah get pushed in because it was me and Laura on a team, and then Lige and Hannah were on the other, just to try and even out the skills. It was really funny, and I know Laura was just trying to like get a laugh out of it. She's like, "All right, so who wants to be on my team?" And nobody said a thing, and it was just silent. I was like, "I'll be on your team, Laura." We won, so you know. It was close though. It was a very close game. Hannah and Lige were, if they had held it for, all they had to do was hold it for like another minute and a half, roughly, and they would have been able to win. So they were about a minute and a half behind us. And really, all that would have taken was like one good hold of the center hill. Minute and a half is not close. I mean, it only takes 9 minutes 50 seconds to win, roughly. About 10 minutes. Just round it to 10. It takes 10 minutes to win. It would have only taken one good hold of the center. It was a lot closer than I would have expected a game to be. I know the biggest critiques I had, or feedback more of, and critique, um, feedback was I didn't have the golden carrots set up like how I want to have it done in the final game. At the moment, I knew food had to be added to the game, otherwise the PvP just wouldn't feel fully right, even just for myself. So I had everyone spawn in with one carrot. So the carrots don't despawn after you die, or like don't disappear after you die, just like how the armor and the gear does. Which I must say, having Curse of Vanishing on everything, um, yeah, it made the game feel so much more seamless. It was one of those things that they all agreed on. It was like way better than having to deal with loads of armor and that on the ground. Um, but I had everyone just spawn in with one carrot just off of a dropper, and it definitely, like, we were correct, Aaron. Like, if people kept getting carrots off of one another from killing someone, it just would not. It doesn't make the game as fun. You live far too long, and if you're doing good at, like, if you're just holding the center, you can just hold it forever, indefinitely. High upkeep. I made 24 shulkers of everything for it. So 24 shulkers of swords. I only made 12 shulkers of bows. I meant to make 24. It was fine. Only needed a few. Made 24 shulkers of helmets, 24 shulkers of chest plates, 24 shulkers of leggings, and then also boots. And that was a fifth of the stuff I wanted. And that is just all the stuff I had already, like, fully enchanted with Curse of Vanishing. In the game, it was Lara died a total of 28 times, which was the most, tied with Hannah. Um, that was the most amount of deaths we had. Which felt, it didn't feel like too many. 108 runs in it for armor. I know, right, Lana? I don't. Who had the least? It was me and Lige tied. We both had 6. It was really crazy. I went and checked. Both me and Lige died the same amount of times, 16, and both Hannah and Laura died the same amount of times, 28. I was like, I don't think we could have balanced these teams any better. And hello, Selena. I'm sorry. I feel like I did say hi. But how are you doing? It's great seeing you. It's like crazy. I went back, like, I easily could have checked. I do think Lige to say he accidentally used the wrong armor one once, but it was whatever. It was within, like, it was tied. Hey, can we stop repeating how many times I died? Thanks. Hey, I died as well. 16 times, in fact. We can focus on that. I never died because I wasn't allowed to play. It was literally threw it together in like an hour and like in the hour and a half before we were going to be playing games that night. I threw it together. I was like, you know what? I think the game is near ready. Like earlier in that day, I was like, maybe we can give it a run. And then like an hour and a half before we started playing games, I spent so much time running around in pure panic trying to get things ready. Because it wasn't I asked Hannah like 45 minutes before we were about to start playing as a group. Um, I was like, "Hey Hannah, I need some help." And even then, we didn't get it done in the 43 minute or 40 some odd minutes before. And Elijah even helped a little bit before Laura had gotten there. By the time Laura got there, we were all ready. And the game was ready to give a run through. And hi, Hannah. I hope you're doing well. Although I feel like you've had a busy afternoon. But the food thing was the one critique I had or feedback is like, yeah, that doesn't work. I was like, I already have an idea for that. And then the other was none of us had a concept of how far we were in the game, which I plan on changing. The game just simply isn't finished. Um, there was no concept of time of how long we had been playing or who was close to winning. I mean, you could have guessed, but truthfully, it was a lot of back and forth, and that was a lot of fun. So it's definitely need a very good visual way of showing who is winning at the time, like who or how far the different teams are at. And one of those ways I do plan on doing is with beacons, and then another way that I had asked Hannah, I was like, do you think this would be a good idea with using redstone lamps? And I think I might hook up a few lines of redstone lamps in the actual like respawn room where you gear up, showing how much the enemy team is at a better increment. And Blazes, hello
Fates
there.
one heart.
Welcome on in with an 8-month resub with a 2-month streak. How are you doing? It's good seeing you once more. It's been a little while. I hope you're doing all right. Could be I'm driving, so I'll lurk until I can chat at a light. Drive safe. You don't have to chat. It's fine. I want you to drive safe. Put the phone down. Appreciate the lurk though. Could have been wrong. Could have just been once. Have Donk give you a stack of golden carrots enchanted with Curse of Vanishing. We talked about it. Like Donk was like, "You want me to hop on and give you some?" I was like, "No. I want to make this as vanilla as possible and keep it within the parameters I am given. It's more fun that way. You gotta work around the things I can't do and the things I can do. It's just how the game has always been. I'm not gonna ask for Lige to add a mod, or I'm not gonna add a mod to my vanilla world here for vertical slabs, am I? No. That Minecraft takes that highly personal. Yeah, busy day, stuck here for another bit. Yeah, it's alright. Sounds good, Hannah. I'm alright, not been in a Minecraft mood, nothing personal. You're completely, you're completely okay, Places. I won't take it personal. I fully understand if people take a break from stream. Wait, I barely have time to watch streams myself. And that's been going on for quite a while. I feel terrible not being able to hop on into some of my friends' chats and be able to talk. I fully understand. Car breaks for me and keeps me in lanes. I can chat. No, no. Eyes on the road if you're driving, please. Don't ever risk it. I mean, it is vanilla. Commands are, I know. You know what I mean, though. Because I already have an idea of how to make it so golden carrots don't just keep stacking up. And so that people don't just sit on the middle. I mean, I know it's King of the Hill and you're supposed to just kind of sit on the middle, but sometimes the game gets a little unbalanced over time and people can just sit on it as a team. And there was a few moments where like it went back and forth a few times, but there was a few moments where me and Laura held the hill for far longer than we really should have been able to. So like if you have that initiative to go to and nobody really used the outer lane of the game. Nobody went further out. What game? A game I've been working on a server at the moment. It's a King of the Hill game in Minecraft. If you saw, there's a screenshot of the redstone in my Discord that I had put for all the logic anyway. Still distracted driving. I drive at the sound of a car backing up. What? I can't comprehend redstone. That's okay. I think by the end of it, I'm having a hard time comprehending the redstone I made. All driving is distracted driving. I don't. If you're in this stream and you're driving, I don't care. I just put the phone down. I'm not attacking you, Selena. That goes for anyone. I know there's been a few people that have popped on in the stream while they're driving on home and put the phone down. You don't need to be here. Please. You're welcome to listen, though. I'll never stop someone from listening. Got 100,000 miles worth of experience. Sometimes it ain't your fault. I hate driving. Just like speeding itself isn't the cause of accidents most of the time. It's not using your critical thinking skills not to do stupid things on the road. Speeding isn't a stupid thing. Testing at a red light isn't a stupid thing. It's not using your brain to know when it's not safe to do stuff. I mean, I probably have just that. Drive for work, so. I don't know. Driving in general, I find it dangerous. Most accidents happen because of distractions under the influence, and or slow car getting in fast lane, or someone pulling out in front of you. Slow, some people are the way more dangerous than people going 10 over. Oh yeah, that's probably true. I mean, there's a few people where if you're going, I had a few people where they're just going absolutely crazy. They had to been going 15, nearing 20 over. And I'm like, what are you doing? Where are you trying to go? That you're in this much of a rush? You focus on driving 20 plus. This is so fast, Blazes, though. Why? Usually I'm good with my surroundings. Alright. Nah, I didn't misread. You ever been to Chicago? No, me and Hannah avoid Chicago whenever we have to go to Indianapolis. Everybody there. Okay, that's if everyone's going that much, then it's safer to be going that much. It's when you're going faster than everyone. Although there's been times where I'm driving on a highway and I'm like, am I speeding? Why is everyone going so slow? And I already go pretty much the speed limit. Like, why is everyone so much slower than me today? With that, driving the speed of traffic is way safer than driving super slow. Oh, absolutely. It's without a doubt. I was driving through the cities, and what was it? I don't know what it was. I think it was like it was a 60. Everyone was going 70, and then about I don't know, a couple miles down the road, there's just a police slowing everyone down with his lights on. It was the situation where he couldn't pull everyone over, but everyone was going 10 plus over. It was funny. Minnesota drivers, I will say, are a lot nicer than Oregon drivers. Really? That's good to hear. More than 15 plus faster than others around you is getting into the sketch tier. Absolutely. From a green light, I'm usually gone because everyone has a slow reaction. That is annoying. I can say if someone is a little slow on the reaction time, I'm like, what are we doing here? Get off the phone. It's not like they can hear me. Midwest drivers will have a waving competition at four ways. Oh, they absolutely will. Four-way stops are like the bane of a Midwest person's existence. Everyone will let the other person go. And then it'll get to the point where you wave twice and the other person waves twice at you to go, and then you both start going at the same time. And you're like, all right, well, you go. And then they're like, no, you go. It's like, come on, someone's got to go here. There's been times where I've pulled up to a four-way. I'm the last person there, and then it's like two other people are doing this waving competition, and I'm like, well, I'll go. All I gotta do is turn right. I don't know what you two are up to. Four-way stops. It's terrible. I wave someone across a four-way stop once a day. That's my nice thing I do every day. Almost T-bone someone because of that. Oh, goodness. Well, thanks for the hydrate. I probably need it. Appreciate it. Hate that mentality on the road. Letting someone else go is what you should do. Like, no, that's how the road works. Right of the way exists for a reason. Well, there's times where you all like you pull up to it at the same time, and it's like I already am like in my head. I'm shaking my head. I'm like, we're about to pull up this at to the we're about to pull up to this at the same time, and neither of us knows which one should go first because it's like, well, technically, it looks like you got there first and stopped first. Can confirm people don't know how to drive. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was today. I had someone was pulling out of a quick trip. And they should not have pulled out in front of me. I'm like, what if I was looking elsewhere? It was like, it would have taken a second. It's like, what did you do? I'm just shaking my head at them. They pulled out in front of me, but it's like they shouldn't have. To be fair, it was busy. I mean, I can give them the benefit of the doubt. It was busy at the time. It's hard to keep an eye on everything. But all they had to do was turn right. Away from the Midwest. And yes, but again, even if you pull up at the same time, it's about who Clems. Clems. To a full and complete stop first. Just keep your eye on them as you stop. You'll know who has the right of way. I mean, yeah, but even then, it's like sometimes you stop at the same time. Time I've been in an accident, I was texting. There you go, distraction. Ah, I did hit a button. Knew I hit a button. They get worse when you throw a 60,000 pound swimming pool driven by someone on enough caffeine to kill a cow. Oh yeah, Deadeye like goes in response to traffic accidents, don't you? Yeah, Thad, it's nothing against. I haven't been watching Minecraft much. Nothing against me. Oh, you're fine, places. I just appreciate having you back. I hope you're well. I am well. I'm tired today, I will say, but I am doing well. It's good having you around. It was no worries if you gotta take a break from stream, or even just the game. I know I only really stream Minecraft. It's because the majority of you guys enjoy it. I know sometimes people just need a break from watching the same thing over and over. I mean, the entire build itself was very interesting. The process of building it, it's not so interesting. I understand. It's always stupid stuff that causes them. Bunches, yeah. Oddly specific example. Share with class. And that is every 21-year-old that drives a fire truck in the world. Had off work for 2 weeks because of medical reasons. Going back tomorrow? That's good. Have autocorrect off. Oh, you're fine, you're fine. I hope you're able to get back into work, alright? Get back on a schedule. Sometimes it's nice to be on a schedule. Oh, well, we finally figured out a way to kind of terraform the plains biome. In case you guys haven't seen it just yet, kind of see it from here. That did you take your legally required break? No, stream's gonna be a short one today. Uh, Probably not. We don't need to take that break. I'll get you the most content I can. Anyways, moral of the story is breaking the law isn't what causes accidents. It's being a really, really silly Billy on the road and making poor judgment calls. It's true. So no break? Yeah, no break. Still stubborn. Autocorrect gave up correcting definitely for me. Sometimes autocorrect just doesn't understand what you're trying to type. I'm like, what do you mean? This isn't even close to the word I'm trying to type? From the top of the mountain down for content. It'd be great content. I mean, we just kind of did. It's beyond crazy how how big this project is. I every time I work on a different project other than working on the mountain, the scale of it just proves itself to me again and again. Without the wings. Nah. The old man. I mean, we just need Hannah to confirm whether you're either an old man or a 3-year-old with a stick to see slash fan. It's one of those two. So, which one is it, Hannah? This is I'm beyond happy with this what we kind of came up with for this. I mean, I'm not done. I got to expand this over this entire like area. But this is kind of like the sample piece of what I'm thinking for this plains biome. This for the custom plains biome. Do love the detailing for this. It's really come together. And now these bushes next to the pathway make even more sense. It looked fine already. But now having like a few of them just be in the plains here in the I don't know, in the land on the land, it makes even more sense. I don't know. The little rocks and the sparse shrubbery is nice, right? The little shrubbery adds like so much to it, and the rocks just break up that green look to it. And then we even went for like a stump right here. There's a stump of a tree, and then here's the bits of it that haven't like deteriorated away into the ground. And it's just I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Like I'm glad we took our time with it. I think this is better than just doing farmland. Farmland will look great. It would have looked great. Like if it was just a huge like wheat field or all sorts of other stuff. But I really wanted to keep it as a plains biome, and I'm glad I went for the challenge of trying to make something that's supposed to be plain, but yet make it look not plain. I don't know. There's a lot that this right here took so much out of me to try. I looked at countless ideas for what the heck it should be, like how I wanted to make this. I looked at real world pictures. I looked at games that I've played before. I've looked at other people's terraforming techniques. A lot of the time, whenever someone did like a terraforming, it's just like a plains biome. It had a lot more trees than what I wanted to do. I want a very few trees here. want to keep it very empty. So that was one of the things that very like helped fill up their area. And then it usually had ruins in it. And I almost went with making it where there were ruins in it because I could not think of anything else. And I eventually kind of just started messing around with it. I was like, I know I want boulders, so I started there. I know I wanted sparse trees. Well, I knew we wanted a few trees, so we did that first. And then we sat on it for a few months. And then I was like, all right, I know I wanted boulders, so I threw those in one day. And I was like, all right, well, what else do we kind of want to do? And we went with, I was like, all right, I mean, I know I kind of want to put a few moss blocks in there. That usually looks good. I mean, just along the pathways where I've usually done it. But it usually looks good having moss in there. I've seen other people do moss just on like grassy areas. So I went with that, and I was like, all right, well, where do we go with this? You know, we got the few patches of moss, we got a few rocks in there. It's not enough. So I was like, all right, we'll throw in a little dirt section. And it's like the dirt section stands out a little bit much. I had it with wheat at one point, um, like what we had done over here. I looked at this thing. I mean, I looked at my house here. This is one of the things I like looking back at some of the stuff. And I looked at this again. I was like, we did a bit of moss here, and then we did like a little dirt section with wheat. So I tried that out, and the wheat stood out just far too much. So I threw that out, but I did like the dirt. And after that, I was like, what if we just. I said, screw it. I threw in a few leaves, and I was like, screw it. What if we just make a lot of tall grass? And I kind of did that, and we messed around with it. I was like, we'll make the grass a little shorter near like the dirt patches. And I went with that, and I was like, all right, this is good. We did a little bit larger of a section around, and this is where we're at now. I knew I wanted a few just simple custom trees in there, so we built this up too. And this is kind of what we stumbled upon into, and I'm beyond happy with it. It literally months of thinking, like coming back and thinking at this. We have power. Oh, congrats! I'm glad. I'm glad. It's good to hear, Mongoose. The little rocks and sparse shrubbery is nice. Yeah, had nose detail. Thank you. It's great. In a real plains biome, there would be rocks in that. Yeah, that's kind of what I like. I thought about. I looked at like with the rocks. One thing that came to mind was in the Lord of the Rings movies when Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas are hunting down the pack of orcs in the Two Towers. They go through that. They go through Rohan, and there's a lot of rocks in it, like just in this grassy area. And it was a little bit different than what I wanted, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. Rocks will look nice. The one gripe I have with custom terrain generation is that it's so smooth and clearly topographical in a painful way, but this area doesn't do that, and I love it. Oh, thank you, Aaron. I mean, I don't know how many different streams where like was bouncing ideas off of you guys, where I was like, this, I know I don't want to do this, so we move on. What's the next idea we can think of? Well, if you did potatoes instead of wheat, it's crossed my mind. We might. It's more green and fully grown. Yeah, I know what you mean. I did think about that. We didn't get around to it. Here's like the potatoes. It might look better. It might look better. That your big inspiration for me every time I play Minecraft. Hence why I wanted to do a mountain, kinda. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Thank you, Mongoose. Or not Mongoose, Blazes. I appreciate. I'm glad I can inspire a few people. I love having power. I feel powerful then. The great company. Now, it was just one of those things where I really wanted this to be an empty plains biome. And like you guys went with the usual typical style that people have done for big open areas like this near a medieval village, which was a farmland. And we almost went with farmland, decided against it. I made that decision, and that's where we started going down the tumbling hill of what else we could do. Almost went with just putting like a few ruins here and there. Almost went with making it a forest. I really didn't want to make it a forest. This really happy with it. We need a bridge soon. We do need a bridge. Wanna wait for Minecraft until I get a PC? Do it. Wait, yeah, may as well wait. Build up the anticipation. Yeah, it's been a while. Bedrock is limiting. I mean, Bedrock still has all the same building features. I mean, I know what you're going at. Might add some mods to help it. Be wary on that. Ooh, it did put the leaves in the ground. I wondered. Thought so. Be wary if you go too crazy with mods. Minecraft has made my PS5 crash, no other game has. That's crazy. Oh, there's no matter what computer you have, Minecraft will always be the game that will make it lag. Just because you can keep making the game even more visually better looking, or you could do something really crazy. Since we had started this build, I have done so many things to try and limit lag, and mods themselves have increased in their ability to optimize the game so much. But there was a point where I would walk around this mountain and I'd have 60 frames. Nowadays, I walk around it. I mean, in my chest area, I got 150 on average, 170 for frames. I mean, I've done a lot to try and limit stuff, and then there's other stuff where it's like, I gotta have chess. Giz, hello. It's good to see you. How are you doing? But yeah, I beyond happy with what we came up with for that plains biome. Now we just gotta do the rest of it. Um, so that'll be fun. And it kind of helps with what we'll have to eventually do with the hilly plains biome we're doing. It'll have the very similar feel to it, most likely. I'm okay. Should be going to the dentist tomorrow. Really? Oh, goodness, good. I'm glad. That's exciting. Have you gotten the Nvidium yet? I have. I got it. I didn't notice a huge difference, but I did notice a difference. There was a difference. I didn't notice a huge one, and then while streaming, I've noticed a difference. Before, when I was streaming, I wouldn't have the consistency I have right now. Ah, look at that, all that black dye. I've been well, a lot of pain with my tooth, but well, hope you've been good. Aw. Always makes me happy seeing you guys interact with one another. Today's a jump around stream and get nothing done sort of day, by the way. Oh, goodness. Hilarious. Hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? Got so much sugar cane. Hi guys, how are the teeth? How are the teeth? Are they behaving? It's either today, if there was a cancellation at the dentist, or definitely tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I want Doritos now. Hi, they're behaving, but one is, but one little, one of them isn't. All right. Here, I'll show you my game blazes. I've hit a stopping point with the terraforming. The King of the Hill game we were talking about earlier. Just rip them out. That'll teach them, Giz. This is it. This is the game I've been working on. I haven't terraformed up the sides, but this is the arena for it anyway. And then we got the hill in the center that people have to get control of. And I mean, it's a King of the Hill PvP game, so people are dying throughout it. There's two teams. We got red and blue. I just standard red blue, and then there's all the redstone for it at the moment. There's gonna be even more redstone. Where's the hill? It's right here. It's right here. So I can step on. But essentially, the game is in limbo at the moment. But the second someone goes over the pressure plate, it changes over to their flag color, and then there's a point system that starts counting up. Over here, you can build mountains, but no hill. It's a platform. You get the point. Oh wow, you've made progress quickly on that, Thad. Yeah, no, the game's actually playable. We did a demo run of it, Giz. I did a demo run of it this weekend with a few of us, and the redstone held up. This is the reset button at the moment for the game. I need to move it into a more accessible location. But the point system is all based off of a comparator and a shulker box, and it just slowly fills up with items. And it has a whole system here. And I did a shulker box so the system could be replayed again, like right after you had just played around. I don't know, there's a whole bunch of logic to it, but you could literally play this game back to back to back to back until you ran out of armor. Site, yes, that's a hill. Oh, thanks. I'd want to smack someone off the hill. You could smack someone all the way into a lava pit. At the moment, this is the temp start, the respawn room, and you can essentially, I already demonstrated this earlier today, but I'll do it again. We got these armor stations, and essentially you go into it, it fully equips you with the armor, and then you got a sword and a bow. Everyone gets the same armor, bow, and all that. Got infinity, so you only need one arrow. And essentially you then just hop right on up this bubble column right on into the game. And you just keep doing that until someone wins. Standard King of the Hill logic there. We got loads of armor. I put Curse of Vanishing on everything, so there's not loads of armor sets on the ground. As I said, the game isn't done just yet. There's a lot of stuff I gotta add. Reminds me of Ethos Trident game. You're smart. Well, the Curse of Vanishing was not my idea. I won't deny it. I'll give it to you, though. I mean, yeah, I came up with it all, but this was actually the second time I've done a King of the Hill game. I had built King of the Hill I'd say about 8 years ago in Minecraft. long time ago. I don't know. Whenever we got beacons, around that time, I had built it, and that was just a 1v1. Redstone was way simpler. But this is the second time I've kind of done this PvP game, and I'm so happy with it. I'm beyond happy with the outcome so far, and it's not even fully done. I still have to add the potion dispensers for each team that's on the enemy side. So like red team has to go all the way over here onto the enemy blue side, and then blue would have to go all the way over there. And there'll be a potion dispenser that takes about I don't know what I want to put the cooldown on it, but they'll be able to get a strength potion from it. And then also, I plan to have food spawn in the map, some golden carrots spawn randomly throughout the map on timers. So we have that, we have a potion thing, and it just kind of gets people off the center. And I find food is very valuable with PvP, on Java anyway, with the saturation healing and all that. So we got that, and then I also plan on adding a visual beacons to show how far each team is at. So there'll be like I think for symmetry reasons, there's going to be 4 beacons, but when the 4th beacon lights up, that means red team has won. But there'll be 3 beacons leading up to showing how far someone is in the game. And then I also am thinking about putting some redstone lamps in the respawn room, showing how far the enemy team is at. Because you don't, I mean, yeah, you can kind of try and see how far your team is at, but I don't think that's as valuable as knowing the enemy team. I kind of asked Laura, and Hannah after we had finished playing. I was like, "So what do you think? I mean, what would you rather want to know? Do you want to know how far your enemy is? So you got to know how much hard, like how much more effort you got to put into the game, or would you rather know how far you are at and still have a little bit of uncertainty with how far they're at, and you just have to kind of guess based off beacon lights?" It's I still have a lot. I still got to finish building it. At the moment, I just have a moss wall around the game. I got to terraform up the sides. I'm gonna have a waterfall come down both sides. There's a lot. We haven't built the upper portion of the game either. There's gonna be rope bridges. One rope bridge connecting from this rock to the tower, and then from this tower to this tower, and then same vice versa, rope bridge to the rock. And then I did notice one thing. I don't think I should have people go up this slowly. I'm probably going to change this into like either just a bubble column to get up onto the rock quick, or a staircase. Although a bubble column would be nice, because then they have to take fall damage to get off. So I might do a bubble column to get up to the rock, because what I did notice when we were playing the game is like, yeah, you got to get to the hill instantly. There's no reason to even try and like flank around. It's better just to rush to the middle. And hello there, Unique. How are you doing? It's good to see you. And as well with you, Alfie. How are you doing? And the funny snippet of everyone's inventory stacked with leather armor. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want that to happen. I don't know if you ever saw when Etho built his Battle Bane in season 9, possibly. He built his Battle Bane game on the Hermitcraft server, and he learned previously from his Trident game to put Curse of Vanishing on stuff. And that was partially, I mean, I took from that idea. I was like, yeah, that's genius. So I've always kept that in mind if I ever were to make a PvP game again, and here I am. Long time later, coming back. This is this version 2 of my Capture the Flag game, and I'm so happy with even just where the where we are at with it at this temporary point. Doing great, just enjoying my evening. That's good to hear. I'm glad. And I got stacks, shulkers of armor, already all set up for this game. Those are potions that I gotta put in the game that I bought from Hannah, and then I got so much armor. And that's only a fifth of it. So the most we saw anyone die in our test run of it was 28 times. So that was good, because I only loaded up 54 sets into the armor, in each armor, quick armor thing, the dispenser armor. I don't know. Armor stations, there we go. But I have the rest of the stuff already all collected. Lara died 28 times. Then me and Lige both died 16. Yes, Hannah did die 28. I do have the rest of the stuff already all bought from the villagers. I just can't go back up to this XP farm. I don't know how many hours I put into enchanting just those shulkers, the 24 shulkers of everything over there. But it's the most mundane thing I think I have ever done in Minecraft. And that's saying something. I've placed 1,000,000 stone. And that's just a gray block. This gear was so mundane. I have all the stuff ready. And like to enchant all of this stuff here would take hours. So I'm hoping I can get some help with it over time and chip away at it so that when the game is fully done, I don't have to worry about anything running out of armor. But yeah, I think I went through almost 4 stacks of anvils. If you wanted to try and think about how much enchanting I did for the armor I have right now, I think I went through almost 4 stacks of anvils. It was tiring. Cinnamon kept me company. Rookie numbers. I truly, Aaron, it was something else. We removed the end island. And that was less tiring. Get a shulker of stacks and then you can rest. Get a shulker of stacks? What? I mean, I got what? I got loads of armor right now. Like if there was a group of people that wanted to play right now, we could run a run of it, but I mean, maybe if I don't get a lot of progress done on it anytime soon, maybe some people will want to play again, but I would rather wait until I fully get it done. Yeah, there was a lot of TNT. That took an entire while. Anyway, I don't know. I've really been outdoing. I've been exceeding my own expectations for myself in Minecraft recently. And it's nice. I gotta say, like I've been exceeding my own expectations for stuff. Like I was really worried that something was gonna break while playing this game. I was worried it was gonna be kind of boring. Oh. Disembodied bed floating past me. That made me laugh for a while. So any way that you can make a schematic out of that PvP arena, it looks awesome. I plan to eventually unique. When I fully complete the arena, I will. And I'll be honest, the arena's not done yet. There's a lot I still got to add to it. Unique, like I said, there's gonna be rope bridges that connect this rock to this tower, then the tower to this tower, then that to the rock, vice versa. Having a mirror, make a YouTube video about it. You know, it's funny. You guys have no idea how many times it crosses my mind if I should ever make an actual YouTube video. I just don't think it's worth it at the end of the day. I don't think anything would ever come of it, but you never know. Besides the point. It crosses my mind. And then I still gotta do the sides of everything. And then there's gonna be, I'm probably gonna put either a tree or a rock right here. I noticed this line of sight while we were doing a test run of it is It's too far open. I wanted it to be more closed. This map is definitely meant for more sword PvP. But if you get a good few bow shots in before you go up to like melee fight someone, you're gonna win that melee fight every single time. The bow is so powerful if you're able to get a few good like full drawn back shots out. I do think the map is a little bit big for just a simple 2v2. 3v3 would add a whole nother layer to it. You'll never know if you don't. I know it crosses my mind so often. Even if just this game, do it. Also, even if it doesn't do well, at least you can share this game with others. I know. 5v5, I don't know. 5v5 is the very limit. I mean, we went over this, Aaron. 5v5 would be the very limit for this arena. And I think 5v5 would be the good middle point. Like, you can't go over it. Going under it would never feel the same without it. 4v4, I think would be good too. Because then you could have 2 people on the middle and then 2 like support people. Exactly, it would be chaotic and funny. It would be. It'd be awesome. What was the other thing? I added these trap doors here for the parkour. Nobody did the parkour. I did it off the bat in the game, but nobody else had ever done it. So I added these trap doors to make it just that little bit easier. So it'll be very interesting to see the next time I ever get a group of people to play this together, to see if anyone does it more often. I know Lara and Hannah were like practicing it before we started the game and they were having trouble with it. I think Lige did it once as well. And then I failed it once during the game. And then I never did it again. It just wasn't worth it. See, this thing keeping people from doing it is the chain, not the other part. The chain is so risky for not sweats. Think about doing a 5x5 or 5x5. It's getting 9 friends, right? The chain is okay. The chain is actually pretty easy to jump on. I flew. Where? So true, Alfie. Hello, Magic. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Oh my God, there's so many people popping on in. I hope you're doing well. Last week's stream was it was a quiet one. For people, but it's fine. It's great to see you guys this week. About to head to school? Ugh. That doesn't sound fun. We should put some fishies in here. Cookies? Really? On the server? I don't even have any. I'll go grab them in my solo world. So I'm gonna finish school in 4 weeks forever? That's what you say now. You never know. Never done learning, but with school maybe. There you go, though. Gotta go have a good stream. Sounds good there, Magic. You have a good day. Enjoy, enjoy. Anyway, I apologize for anyone that has heard me just endlessly talk about my PvP game. I just really am happy with it. We hear you endlessly talk every stream, Thad. I know. I know. Sometimes I'm on repeat. Thad, we love it. But sometimes I'm a broken record on repeat. That's what we need to do is make an actual grass and fern farm just for making this plains biome. I went through what is it? We went through 9 stacks of grass just doing this little bit here. Dad, it's okay. We do love you, and that's why we make you eat cookies. Oh yeah, I gotta grab the cookies. Thanks for reminding me. Man, and I just finished stack off. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Minecraft made a change to food a little bit in 1.21. Because I feel like I'm burning through cookies way faster. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm finally losing it. Moss. And carpet. Oh, just so you guys know, I said that we might have to move this tree. It's for this line of sight. It's it's perfectly centered somehow almost. It's 2 blocks off, but it's almost perfectly centered, and it can't be there. We might have to move it. Yeah, they had a dive. Maybe they did. I don't know. You know the sad part? I put so much time and effort into trying to like think this thing through, and truthfully, at the end, like probably like a year or so down the road, the hilly plains biome is gonna look 100 times better than this plains biome, just because of the added elevation. It all right, like it just looks cooler. Besides the point, it's worth it. Okay. Ah, fake ground. I appreciate you guys enjoying hearing me ramble, by the way. Cooler is a word by Thad. Word by Thad, yeah. Gosh it. Uh, we don't stay for we don't stay just for stone placement, you know. We love your rambles. I hope so, because sometimes there's some there's some there's some really crazy rambles sometimes. And sometimes I get stuck on stuff. Oh. Ah, more fake ground. This right here is gonna be the curse of my world. I will endlessly break blocks, and there's just gonna be huge gaps of space under them. It's just, it is gonna be an endless thing. There's no changing it now. The mountain's hollow. Most of my land is hollow. There's a hole in it. At least the ravine isn't hollow. uh, besides, moving on. Ooh, rain. Oh no, that's a thunderstorm. We gotta sleep. After we had done this little tidbit, I kind of ran through how the heck to do this faster. And the first thing I kind of came up with is we just kind of do some splotches of moss first. And that's what I'm kind of doing right now. I'm just throwing in some moss here and there, and then we'll add in some boulders, or where some boulders should be. And then maybe a few dirt patches after that, and then we add in all of the grass and then the bigger leaf blocks for shrubbery. I'm just here for the stone placement. Oh, are you now, Oscar? Actually, Oscar, I don't know what your full plan is for way down the road with all your terraforming. At the moment, I know you're making everything really flat to start off with, like a blank palette. And I don't blame you. I do the same thing. But if you're keeping things as more like grassy things, this right here, I'm very proud of what we kind of came up with for making our plains biome a little more detailed, but not too detailed. But I don't know if you want to do this. Like, we got the pathway that cuts through it, so it's nice and clean right there. And then all of this. It's going to be one big city, is it? Okay, I wasn't sure how big you were doing stuff. That's crazy. I need to, like, catch up with you one of these days with all your plans. Then again, I know Oz is a little more whimsical with stuff. So it might be even, you might be able to, you'll probably have to do different sorts of terraforming down the road. I need to catch up with me and all my plans. You need to. That's like, I mean, that's kind of the whole thing with streaming. You get to like bounce ideas off of people sometimes. Oscar, how are you though? It's good to see you. Sorry, it's been it went from a very chill stream where I wasn't really talking much into rambles. And I am well. Hope you are too. I am doing well. Bit tired, but I'm doing well. I won't be going too much longer. Just for those that are here at the moment, so you know. This is a nice way to hide lighting. It is a nice way to hide lighting. I don't. It's one of those things that I don't know if I want to do. There's a certain level of a certain level, I don't know, or like a certain, there's just a certain piece of like when it turns nighttime, the land isn't just glowing. I at the moment my entire flat area out here at the front of the mountain is all lit up. I don't know if I want to do it for some of these outer areas. Gone down a very bad rabbit hole with the Minecraft artistic touch to stuff. He does torch grids. I do shroom light grids. That's all stuff for the mountain. All the mountain stuff. Since a lot of stuff is gonna just be hollow and covered over, I needed it to be having a huge torch grid. And then the front area, I just did it because I'm always jumping around there. OCD up the wazoo. Something. It's got to be something, right? I'm gonna be sad. I'm pretty sure Oscar's not streaming this weekend. Who am I gonna watch? Lige? Can you please stream? Lurk, thank you for the lurk there, Blazes. I appreciate it. Ah! What the heck is this? Oh, I know what it was. See, I really want to I want not Alex to pop back into stream. He's been on he's been away. I know he's busy with his own things in life and all that. I really want him to pop back into stream because he was one of the people where I really went back and forth with, like, both of us were trying to think of ideas back and forth for a while on how the heck to make this Plains biome look a little bit better. Dad, when he finds his own demons in the closet that he created. Who did this? It wasn't me. It doesn't have the Shroomlight touch. Although, hey, my demons in the closet are at least lit up. Can't be wasting precious dirt. We just cover over. What the heck is this? That's not natural. I big might here, possibly give a go on Saturday night, but should be live sometime on Sunday. Sometime Sunday. Okay, I'm holding it to it. Dad, when I just cover things with dirt and pray I never encounter it again. That's usually how it goes. Usually never encounter it again. I'll be honest though. I used to fill every last hole I made in this game at one point. And then we did that. And yeah, no, it all went out the window. The vast amount of blocks it would take to try and fill some of the structures I've done now. It's just like, it would just be a waste. That, and what if I would end up wanting to build something under this at some point? I already got it all mined out. It's great. How's this looking? Yeah, that looks good for different splotches of moss. The buttons, they're growing on me. Had the opportunist. You never know. I mean, what if we do come back to it, you know? I mean, to be fair, though, I don't know about this hole. We could have probably filled this one in. The pebbles, they're growing on me. Somewhat. They grew on me more when I started using them on the boulders. That'd be a great cat name. Pebbles? Oh, it would be. We have Cinnamon. She's been an absolute chaotic cat recently, too. It was really funny. It's like, she was very sleepy for a day, and Hannah was like, do you think she's being too sleepy? I'm like, no, I'm sure she's fine. Where is Cinnamon right now? I think with Hannah, I would take a guess. I don't think she's on the windowsill. Yeah, she's with Hannah. She was hanging out with us earlier. Cinnamon's favorite spot is not in the office. It's out in our main room on our couch, right at the end of our chase, kinda. Looking out the back door, watching the vehicles go by. Chase. It's, look it up. It's a couch. It's a couch thing. Penny and Cinnamon, a few states over. Cinnamon is so soft too. Willow is still my favorite name. Oh, that's a lovely name. Oh, a Chase. Chase, I was confused. Okay. I'll let you know. When we bought the couch. Oh, hi, Cinnamon. When we bought the couch, we asked the person we bought it from how the heck to say it. And they were like, pretty sure it's Chase. So I was like, that's what we call it. So there we went. Everybody has had different names. Funny enough, my fam has a kitten named Willow. Really? Cinnamon, hi. Lana says hi. You're getting no reaction, Lana. She brought in one of her wand toys. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's what the couch person said. Oh, I think she's leaving. She's cracking mode right now. It's Chase. Okay. Or it's Chase. Oh, welcome back, Blazes. I'm just about to wrap up stream, by the way. I've been bouncing around. Whenever I hear Kraken mode, all I can think is the Current Space Program Kraken. Oh goodness, I don't know what that looks like. Sounds scary though. It's Crackhead mode, but it sounds close enough to Kraken mode, and she's a little monster when hyper. She is. It's her kitty side showing. I don't know if I told you guys. I bought her like this pack of springs. I think I did talk about this. But we noticed Cinnamon really liked hair ties. But that's not really safe for Cinnamon. Um so I went and did my little Google search, and I was like, what's a good toy for a cat that likes hair ties? And I found this pack of springs on Amazon, a 30 pack of springs for $3 roughly. I was like, I only want like 5. Why do I gotta get 30? It's the smallest amount. I could have gotten like 90 for like $1 or 2 more. It's like I only need 5. So I got that, and then there's like these little plastic like bracelet things. It's not too hard of a plastic, but it's kind of similar to a hair tie, and she really likes those too. She's been enjoying them. And then she loves her wands. Should have gone for the 90. I should have. That would have been great, having 90 springs lost. It's not a real Kraken, it's just the parts look like when they just collision explode with themselves. Oh, I see. Cinnamonster. She loves getting them lost under the furniture. I swear she does it on purpose. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Anyway, we gotta go find someone to raid, huh? Got a good 2 hours in of nothingness. We did it. We did a handful of different things, I guess. Um. Yeah, there's a fuzzball gun on Amazon that can shoot a little ball for them to fetch. How do you get the ball back? It's so cute. Starian loves it. Now you have to go for 22 more hours. I'll be live on Thursday, most likely. You would name a cat Starian. Lana's had a Starian for a while. Almost a year? My Vampire Elf. Oh, it was great. Hannah we finally found a Starian. And Hannah was like, is that a Starian up there? It's funny though, I didn't realize you could encounter people in a different way. Like if you go, I don't know. So we encountered them differently. He's so silly. Yeah, something like that. Um, let's go say hi to Echo here. I was looking around. Echo's live. It's good to see her live. She's always fun. appreciate you all hanging out with me tonight. I really do. This was a good stream. I appreciate everyone that always hangs out with me. Anyone that lurks, anyone that pops on in. I'm sorry, Cinnamon, I didn't know you were below me. But please do grab the raid message. It means the world to me when people join in on and join a raid. It means the world to me. It really does. It's always fun having a large raid message. So grab the first one if you're subbed. Grab the second one if you're not. That's plenty fine by me. I just appreciate when you guys join on in. And I'll be live this Thursday, 5 p.m. Central, most likely for a start time. Maybe a little early. Maybe, well, by 5 p.m. Central. I don't like starting late. Otherwise, if I don't end up going live, I'll send a message out. But you all have a lovely rest of your evening, and appreciate y'all being here. I really do.